Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your March 1st through 15th soul session. I am Marlo, if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend, and what's not, all, whatever. And happy birthday season, Pisces. Happy, solar return and whatnot, or whatever. I have a lot of Pisces I love in my life. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and jump into you guys' cards and see what's going on with you guys, okay, for the 1st through the 15th of March. It's looking good. First card out, we have the Nine of Cuppies. So coming into March from February, you guys are feeling pretty fulfilled, Pisces. Things are looking good for you. I would literally have to say, just from personal experience, not my own personal experience, but from my Pisces best friend. Shout out to you, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but I'm recording these on the 1st of March. But my best friend got really, great news today. So the Nine of Cups may be relevant for you literally on the 1st, fellow Piscean. I mean, I'm not a Pisces, but you get what I'm saying. Next card out, you guys have the Fountain card. Okay, so with this particular deck that I'm using, it's the Fountain Tarot. That is a card that it's a major arcana and it's above the World card, but it's more or less talking about beingness and transcending to a higher state of being and understanding the oneness between humanity and things of the sort. I mean, it would be super dope if you guys received personal happiness with the Nine of Cups and then all of a sudden ascended to, the golden Buddha within. But if not, it's pretty much saying that coming into the first week of March, you guys are in a pretty good place. So with this Nine of Cups, it's saying to me that coming out of February, and this just keeps getting better, coming out of February and into March, there's a level of time, energy, and effort that you guys have put into something, anything. It could specifically be yourself, but I see this more as you guys kind of, and I'm hearing something. Anyway, it's more or less you guys coming into alignment with your true authentic self. The things that my guides kind of push through just now, and I don't have the full message as of yet, but is that like a Saturn return thing? Okay, that's what that is. So I mean, this is definitely not going to be for everybody. This would be for somebody who's literally like in their late 20s, like late 20s, specifically like 27, because that's when your Saturn return is ignited, is when you're 27. But it can last up into your like 30, 31, something along those lines. But this is interesting. I mean, that would be good. I mean, a lot of people's Saturn returns don't go too well. But this would be someone where you're going through your Saturn return, but I feel this more or less is like an encouraging message, because typically, when you go through your Saturn return, it's like, epic test of all the things. But this is more or less letting you know, it's like a message I feel I need to specifically say to someone that would be 27 years old. Hi, I'm Marlo. But this would more or less be saying that everything it is that you're going through or have been through up until this particular point is for the sole purpose of getting you to the life that it is that you desire, and for you to be more in alignment with yourself. And I'm feeling heavily with who this would be for. It's like a spiritual call, more or less. So it's kind of like all of the challenges you faced up to this point are facing or may face, in the foreseeable future. It's more or less letting you know that the purpose for them is for you to align like with your authentic truth. And what I'm picking up from this particular message is this authentic truth that you would be aligning with is a pretty big, dope one. You know what I'm saying? Like, spiritual teacher, spiritual leader, guru kind of vibes are what it is that I'm picking up on here. So kind of stepping out of that energy and going back to the main message here, where this is saying, Pisces, if I could say it this way, just to simplify it, like my granny used to say that the Lord helps those who help themselves, right? This to me in the first week of March is saying to me that you are a Piscean person who has helped yourself, and spirit pretty much met you halfway. So, and I've said this before on the channel, it's kind of like when things like this happen, I see it like if you're working for a company and you're putting into your 401k and your company is one of those really great companies, that matches your 401k. So like for every dollar you put in, they're matching your dollar. That's kind of the energy I'm seeing in the first week. So it's like for all the time, energy, and effort that you've put into yourself or a creative project or, you know, whatever, like whatever your heart's desire is that you've been working towards, it's like spirit is meeting you halfway on the path. And it's like, hey, guess what? I get to piggyback you the rest of the way, you know? And it's like, I'm matching everything that you put in and kind of fast tracking you. The next card that you guys have is the Two of Cuppies. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel that in a love sense. So sorry to disappoint you, but I don't necessarily feel this in a love sense. I really feel this Two of Cups showing up, kind of bringing us back down to earth. Because with this Fountain card, we're going from the Nine of Cups into the Fountain card. So it's kind of like being here, spirit's elevating you. And as you're coming down off of the high back to earth, it's like you're meeting the other half of yourself. Okay. And specifically a message for someone else out there. My guys just said that. I'm like, oh, that's tea. So a specific message for someone else out there is for some of you guys in the first week of March. And I feel like this is something that would continue to expound or grow, if we could say it that way. It's almost like you have been looking for yourself in someone else, right? Like thinking that your Nine of Cups, right? Existed within another person. So it's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. This would be someone who believes in like soulmates or like, you know, twin flame, stuff like that. But it's like you've spent a vast part of your life feeling as if you were looking for like your missing puzzle piece or your other half or what have you. And I feel this little mini transformation that you guys are going through, or this sense of pride that you have the ability to feel, and you putting your energy into yourself. So this would be like for someone where, like, say you were dating a lot, or you were in a relationship, or you're divorced or something, and you made the decision to stop focusing on like romance or a romantic partner, and you took all of the energy that you were putting into other people and you decided instead to channel it back into yourself, right? And there's something that's happening within the first week to where you're pretty much getting like the fruit of your labor, if I could say it that way. And you get to sit in this position of like, I did this. Like, it's something like I accomplished this, like I did this. And I think the whole purpose of that is like spirit almost telling you like, this was the point all along type of deal. It was like you coming back to yourself, because it's almost like there's a part of yourself that you vacated in search, and not knowing that you were doing this, but it's like you vacated a part of yourself in search of your other half and the other, and you gave up on that and decided to focus on the self. And it's like ending the first week, like the first 7 days, which, oh God, that's actually perfect. So within the first 7 days of March, and I'll tell you about why that's interesting in a second, but in the first 7 days of March, it's almost like a reunion with yourself. And it's like realizing, oh, like that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So that causes like an epic shift for you. Now, why I think that's interesting, looking at the first 7 days, on the 7th of March is like the most important day of the year because Saturn is going into Pisces. And of course, you know, in your personal charts, traveling through your, you know, the houses in your chart. So it's going into a new house in our personal charts, you know, so you might want to look into that, you know what I'm saying, to know what house Saturn's going into in your personal chart. But anywho, just to get insight, you know. But anyway, but with Saturn going into Pisces, that's going to be dope for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy is really switching up, because it's coming, of course, out of Aquarius, and it's just a different vibe. Like Pisces, I mean, Saturn hits different in Pisces. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I feel like that's interesting for you guys, because it's almost like you all coming full circle in the first week. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your birthday is within the first week. And another one of my Pisces friends' birthday is within the first week on this very important day. But moving right along. And we're going into the week of the 15th. So first card out, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Then we have the Tower in the reverse. I can already tell you where this is going. Then we have two cards that came out. We have the Knight of Wands. Fascinating. And this is clarified by, oh, Come on with it then, Pisces. The Nine of Pentacles. That is my independent woman, independent man card. So here's the deal, Pisces. And I'm saying this is a forewarning, but it's not like a scary one. So it's more or less like a homework assignment, if I could say it that way. So with the Six of Swords in the reverse, and now we're going into the second week of March, which is the week of the 15th, going into the 15th. And with the Six of Swords in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse, the thing that I'm really concerned about with these two cards is our main issue here would be speaking to a mindset that has not changed and needs to. Because right after that, of course, with this Knight of Wands and this Nine of Pentacles, it's this is what you don't want to do. Like this is the no. We don't want to move forward and start building things with not changing our mindset. And this could be for a myriad of different reasons, right? So say hypothetically, if the super dope thing that happened for you guys in the first part of the week, like say is that you got goo gobs of money, right? And not even just talking about tax return money, but somehow you come into goo gobs of money, right? But with the Six of Swords and this Tower in the reverse, the mindset that hasn't changed is your poverty mindset, right? So if that hasn't changed, then poof, pow, surprise. It's like we're all passionately going in the direction of our dreams and things, you know what I'm saying, all wholeheartedly and whatnot. We're going to build something tangible. But what lies behind this is a mindset that is still poverty stricken, which means what are we going to do? We have no choice but to end up self-sabotaging. And a message I got from my guides prior to 2023, which I've repeated to you guys several times, but it's hella important, is just saying that 2023 is going to be different isn't going to make it different. You feel what I'm saying? So just saying that, oh, I'm not broke no more, now I got money, and suddenly I'm gonna know how to manage my finances, it doesn't work like that. Because managing finances is a skill set, right? So if we're still thinking, even though we have money, right? If we believe, right, that, you know, in scarcity or there's a limit to things, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, things like that. If our belief system is centralized around stuff like that, then even if circumstances change, we haven't, and we're going to recreate the past situation that we were in. So the only thing that I feel that's important for you guys, because I do feel things are looking up for you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you guys taking the bull by the horns, you know, and doing the dang thing. But the only thing that you want to pay attention to is this mindset. Like this isn't something, and of course, for all of you, I gave that example because for each of you, it's going to be something different, you know, but I don't doubt, especially since I'm talking to Pisces and y'all are the most freaking psychic sign, okay? But I believe each and every one of you have an idea of what this is because it's probably something that you've been struggling with for a very long time. And it could be anything like poverty mindset. It could be nihilism. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like you don't have a purpose, like whatever the case, like feeling that you're not pretty or you're not worthy or whatever the case. It's different for each person, but I feel it would behoove you guys to address that. And it's not saying, oh, you know, in the second week of March, like you guys got to figure it out, you know? No, it's not saying that. It's whatever this is, it's something that needs to be addressed. And even though it's like you're moving forward, you know, in a very like, what's a good adjective? I can't think of a good thing. I'm just going to say ferociously. The fact that you guys are ferociously moving forward, right? And the direction of like taking something that started as like an inspiration or taking something that you guys were able to receive or worked for and growing it into something more tangible and something that has longevity. It would really behoove you guys to address the mindset in the sense of acknowledging, okay, I do have an issue with that, and start taking steps in the direction of that as you're taking steps in the direction of whatever the super dope thing is that came in for you guys in the first week of March. Ah, wonderful. At the bottom of you guys' deck, oh yes, the Tower is Scorpio energy, BTW. Come on, dagnabbit, son of a gun. You guys have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy at the bottom of your deck. So this is all talking about this middle road between the two extremes and specifically balance. You know what I'm saying? So you like the balance I really feel that this is speaking to is like I was saying with this mindset. It's like, even though that this is like a transition for you guys in your life and a very positive one, you don't want to forsake work that was being done in the process, because taking into account the fact that you guys are coming in with the 9 of Pentacles and not the 10, that says to me that there's still some work to be done. And I feel like the only thing that's holding back that last cup, proverbially speaking, is this particular mindset. So as you guys are moving forward, how it is that you meet yourself in the middle and you maintain this balance, because I'm seeing this Temperance. Oh, look at that. The Queen of Swords is underneath the Temperance. I like that. So looking at these two, it's like I look at these as like little reflections of each other. It's like the 2 of Cups, the balance within is more or less like a minor reflection of like a greater balance, which even goes back to this Fountain card. So that's more or less speaking to, I'm gonna give you guys a couple of examples. It's like if you ascend spiritually and you've been taking care of your spirituality, doing your personal development, things of the sort, meditating and things and whatnot, it's like you'd also want to take care of your physical body. You know, you're taking care of your emotional health. You want to take care of your mental health. You know, if you're taking care of your physical health, you want to take care of your financial health. So it's like making sure that there's a balance in between these domains and not forsaking something for the other. So even though, you know, things are in alignment in 2 aspects of your life specifically, with you emotionally as well as financially, with the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, you don't want to neglect your mental faculties or any, you know, strongholds, false core beliefs that you guys are dealing with mentally, because those aren't going to disappear on their own. And of course, you guys know we partner with BetterHelp. I'm accepting clients if you're in the state of Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not really sure how to do that, you can always reach out to your friendly local neighborhood therapist, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, or whatever. But anywho, Pisces, that has been your soul session for the first 15 days of March. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.